Boo! Ladies and gentlemen, it's back.
It's back.
It's time for Art Booze.
Ooh.
This is the third year that we've been doing Art Booze, and it's awesome. Fancy Dave, I know this is your favorite month.
Oh, yeah.
This is your favorite time of year because all we do October is talk about scary stuff. Scary paintings, scary sculptures, scary whatever will have you in the world of art.
I'm all decked out right now. Got skulls in my room.
And
candles.
We do encourage you guys to check out the other Art Booze episodes that we have done before. We talk about some really cool
Third
really
year.
amazing things.
Well, third time doing it.
Yeah, third time in a row. Well, technically third.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off Art Booze with something that is probably gonna be familiar to most kids that grew up in the 90s, 80s, 90s, and pretty much anyone around our age. I'm not telling you my age. Remember this? Remember this guy? You look at this book, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and you see this image of this, what is it, like a skull, a giant man.
Like a head with its skin slightly pulled back. It's very sallow. It's ugh.
Yeah, so we all remember this. These are the stories that we read in elementary school or middle school that, well, I guess they scared us at the time.
And we may or may not have shit our pants.
May or may not have shit our pants. It's true. What stayed with us, though, from these stories, and I can pretty much speak for everyone, is the imagery. The imagery, the drawings by Stephen Gammell. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yep.
So those drawings have stayed.
So.
Yeah,
Gammell?
Everyone has that one drawing that has stayed with them since whenever they've read this book. Fancy Dave, which one's the one that stayed with you?
Which one's it stayed with me? Oh, there was an illustration from a story where this kid finds a toe in his backyard, and he lops it off. It's just sticking out the ground, and his family and him decide to eat it.
They're like, "Oh, thanks, kid. That's great."
And then the owner may or may not come back for it.
Yeah. Yes, no spoilers here. The image that stayed with me is that one of the haunting, that woman or the girl, or young girl, whatever she is, and I can't even look at it. It's just, it used to scare me so much because her eyes are missing, her lips fell off, her teeth, they're still
eyes
there.
sunken back.
Yeah, it's just I don't even see the eyes. Ugh. And then her hair is just all over the place, and she's wearing a little tank top or something. It scared me so much I didn't want to touch the page. I put a little piece of paper over it so I wouldn't see her while I was reading it because it was a full page drawing.
These are full pages, and well, now the illustrations in the newer editions have been replaced by another artist's work.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah, that's terrible.
However, the original by Stephen Gammell.
Yes.
These are, I would say, iconic because
they are iconic
for a lot of kids in that time period, even today, really.
Yeah.
These stick with you.
These bring me back to when I first read those stories, how I felt, where I was when I was reading them. I already remember being in the middle school library, reading these stories. I go right back to that time. Before we continue, actually, why don't you tell us a little bit about the artist himself?
The artist?
And whatever else you want to mention.
Oh, I've been trying to find out info about this guy, Stephen Gammell. He is actually a self-taught artist. He was the son of a magazine art editor.
Yes.
And he just grew up with a love of it because his family kind of encouraged him to follow his passion, which he did.
I did read that his parents, his family, they supplied him with pens, pencils, whatever have you. I see the influence of the pen and pencil. You give a kid painting his whole life, he'll probably become a painter. You give a kid pen and pencils, and they'll probably scare the shit out of you. When you're in middle school. So why don't we talk about the cover first a little? I know you want to talk about what you feel about the cover.
Yeah, I'd say this cover is now it is a piece of it's iconic.
It's iconic.
Right? It is
definitely
iconic,
is.
Right?
Yeah, the whole thing, the typing, the image itself, the whole book format, everything.
Not just kind of the image right in the center. I do like how direct it is with the black border, red border.
Yeah.
Then the white on the inside with the black text.
Yeah.
And I do like the cover image. It pretty much tells you what you're about to get into. because it says right there, collected from folklore.
Right.
And I guess if you're thinking folklore of Americana, you would think, oh, some old guy telling you stories like in front of his porch in the farm.
With a rocking chair and he's smoking his pipe.
And this is like a very morbid interpretation of that with like this, like I don't know, almost a corpse with a cob pipe.
Right. Yeah, he's like, oh, come here, come tell you a story or two, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Sit by the fire. What I love about these works, this artist in this work, is how surreal it is. Mm-hmm. Surrealist, you know, all those influences, they're in here. You understand what's going on, but you don't understand what's going on. And then there's some really amazing works that look like they were just taken out of that surrealist time. Mm-hmm. You know, they could go head to head with a Dali or a Moreau.
Yeah, well, like some of the washed out things happening in the background, and some of them it's really ethereal, right?
It really is.
Or like a very dark version of it, but yeah, it's.
There's this fantasy.
I would say dreamlike, but that's pretty much the opposite. It's more of a nightmare.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a hazy nightmare.
Well, that's a good point. I like that a lot. Yeah, there's this fantasy element to it. It's really awesome to remember and to look at again. Like I said, it brings you back to your childhood. These pieces, these images, they could stand on their own. You know, they don't need a story to go with them, which is kind of funny because, you know, they came from a storybook.
Yep.
Yeah. So the images work with or without that narrative.
I did find out one funny piece of info about this. When Stephen Gammell, one of the rare times he was asked about this thing, about these illustrations, he said that these were intended to be humorous, actually.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, he failed.
A little bit, just a little tongue in cheek.
All right. Well, guys, just Google search these images and just look through them again. They'll really get you in that scared mood for Halloween and whatnot. What's your last thing you got to say on this thing, Fancy Dave? Final thought.
Oh man, it's they're still creepy, right?
They're still creepy,
even after all these years.
Yeah. They're still creepy, man. That's my final thought, dude. They still scare me. And, you know, there's some works that I've never seen that still scare me, too. All right, well, anyways, promotion time. Guys, if you haven't liked us if you haven't subscribed to us here on YouTube yet,
hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button. We will continue to make more of these episodes.
And let people know about us.
Share us.
Because they're missing out, right?
Yeah. Thank you for all the new subscribers we've been getting. Follow us on Twitter. You get to see all my crazy antics, and Anthony Dave will update you in the art world.
Hand-selected articles
from
around the web. Oh yeah, that's Twitter @art_bros.
And then we are on Facebook at
just the Art Bros. Or we're most likely the first result on there, if anything.
Definitely.
So, all right, people.
Guys, we will see you next time here on Art Booze, where we continue to bring you more scary stuff throughout the month of October. We're really excited for it. And next week, we will have one more. Well, actually, a lot more.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll see you next week.
You'll see. Boo.
Boo. Boo.